at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport. Recall that today is the inaugural flight of Enugu Air, the Enugu state-owned airline in partnership, of course, with XEJet. And the very first flight has just landed, has just touched down the Akanu Ibiam International Airport. And that's, of course, the breaking story we're seeing now. Enugu Air has landed at the Akanu Ibiam Airport. The maiden flight of Enugu Air, operated by XEJet, has arrived the Akanu Ibiam International Airport, marking the commencement of flight operations for the state-owned airline, Enugu Air. And of course, we have our correspondents out there at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport. We have Nnamdi and we have Nathalie. So in a matter of minutes, we'll be crossing over to actually follow the proceedings of the Enugu Air's inaugural flight and other activities at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport, live here on Afia TV. Just to tell you again that Enugu Air inaugural flight has just touched down at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport. And of course, we are staying on the live transmission to bring you all the details of that activity, including a ceremony that will happen there at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport, right in front of the international wing of the airport. As you can see, the pictures there of delighted Enugu indigents dressed colorfully, cheering as that plane taxis to where people who are on board can alight from the airline. The very first flight of the Enugu Air, and it's been months in the making since Enugu state government announced that there will be an airline in the state's name. And finally, today, the 7th of July, it has become a reality that, yes, the maiden flight has just touched down the tarmac of Akanu Ibiam International Airport. And of course, it's a turning point for Enugu and its transportation sector. The state government describes it as a multi-modal transport system that they're trying to put in place in Enugu State. In addition to this, the state is also planning what it calls the CNG bus system. And it has built terminals, modern bus terminals at Gariki, at Holy Ghost, at, of course, Nsaka and Abapa. So where you have a modern way of using the state's bus transport system. And I'll also be taking a look at the other aspects of the system, transport system, the electric taxis that will also be in place. As you can see, the plane is now coming to our full view gradually, and of course, we'll pass through all the safety measures and having a berth with the firefighters there just to make sure that everything is all right, put temperature. I mean, that's the normal thing that happens with airplanes when they land. You have the firefighters right there at the airport, you know, to give the plane, if you like, a baptism of coolness to make sure that everything is in place. So it is now a reality that Enugu Air is airborne because the maiden flight for Enugu Air has just touched down the Akanu Ibiam International Airport. And you can see the scenes of delighted Enugu indigents out there at the international wing of the Akanu Ibiam International Airport. We'll have our correspondents who are right there at the airport. We'll be talking to them in a bit. Nathalie is there, and Nnamdi is also there. We will be giving you accounts of what's going on at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport for the Enugu Air inaugural flight and other ceremonies.
Yes, getting closer. Enugu Air, operated by XEJet, is on ground. On ground. This is the 5N ENU. 5N ENU. So this is the Enugu Air 5N ENU. It has just concluded the water salute. It has officially landed at Akanu Ibiam International Airport. Now everybody is waiting for the door to open. This aircraft has just come in from Lagos State, and we are made aware of the fact that some dignitaries are on board this aircraft, the 5N ENU from Lagos. You can see the pilot is waving. The pilot is waving at us. You can say Enugu Air, no, wherever you are. A lot of excitement. You don't even want to see what's happening behind the press crew. Enugu is excited. So we're seeing the fan operatives slowly going to the aircraft. And we're about to see the people who are on board this 5N ENU aircraft from Lagos. It is approximately 12:29 p.m. Okay, let's try and get a closer view. And now this is when we wait. History has just been made in Enugu. The historic landing of Enugu Air. First airline floated by. Yes, let's try and get closer. And see there's a lot going on here, but let's try and get closer. Try and get into the plane. You can see the governor of Enugu State, His Excellency. There's a lot of energy. Going. Excuse me, we're live on TV.
Once you come, do a stand up while all this is happening.
Okay.
Go. Come back the plane.
We're not passing, no.
Back the plane. Go. All right. Okay. Natalie's coming in now.
Okay.
Go, check your feet. Check your feet.
standing outside the Enugu aircraft that has just touched down at Akanu Ibiam International Airport. Right now, the governor and some dignitaries are in the aircraft, inspecting the aircraft, but unfortunately we're not allowed to go inside right now. We're still trying our best. Hopefully in the course of this inspection we'll be allowed to cover what is actually going on within the aircraft. But right now the state governor and some dignitaries are on board this Enugu aircraft. We're going to keep on trying. You can see can we just show them a glimpse of the crowd? Go ahead. You can see traditional rulers, well-meaning Enugu residents. Now, try to get a clearer view. Governor, welcome the first guests making their way.
Can we not get a clear view of the guys that are coming down?
Well, the media persons here still are waiting a chance to go in and see what it looks like inside for your viewing pleasure. A lot of jubilation going on. So while this is going on, let's see if we can gain access into the aircraft. Yes, continue to watch while we try to gain access to the aircraft. Thank you. I think we need to gain access.
Jones, just stay where you are. Stay where you are. You guys should face the air.
Still watching Afia TV, and we're bringing the Enugu Air. Have our correspondent Nathalie at the time. Tell us.
It is Enugu from Lagos. Just arrived at 20. The first set of passengers that landed on that aircraft here, it went through the water salute as expected, traditional practice, and we were unable to go into the aircraft to get a look and feel of it, but there's a second aircraft here that we're going to be given access to so that we can bring you and our viewers insights on what the Enugu Air looks like from the inside. But so far everything is going as planned. It's still drizzling, but at the same time we're thankful because then the weather is cool, even though it's a little humid out here.
I heard my at the time very to do others. I mean that what was
shaking here because they're and dignitaries. It's very exciting being on the tarmac. It is definitely an experience to remember. But we're waiting to see how we can get access into the second aircraft and really know what it looks like on the inside. But everybody here is buzzing with excitement. I saw people struggling to get into the first aircraft that just landed here to see what it looked like, but they were not given access to it.
So do you have an idea, the people who were that?
Yes, we have an idea, but then there was so much, there was such a big crowd. So we're going to go to the other side where where Kosi is currently interviewing some of the dignitaries, so we can really get to know who they are because there was so much of a crowd that we did not get a clear view. But we're going to see them. Well, that's the next thing we're going to bring to your screen right now.
All right, just keep waiting. One of that
the environment that Alex
correspondent that after at the of what an airline see contribution transmission so maybe so airport from for any change with us.
like we're welcomed in grand style, so it's fun, it's nice. Well, I reside in Enugu. Easy for especially those of us that move around a lot. It's easy to have something that you know, no matter what happens, there's going to be a flight going from Enugu to somewhere. So I think it's good for us. If the affair continues to be good now, if the rate continues to be good, we'll continue flying it. If they continue to give good service.
Just leaving the airline.
Yeah, at least it's more coming in. Who's going to stay? I did 100. Enugu Air.
Economic.
I think it's going to.
So when do you 5 years?
Yes. Enugu Air. Even